Hey, welcome back everyone. So this is part 2 officially of SCORN. Full disclosure, I'd played a little bit ahead and I had a crash. Not my full PC this time, just OBS. And then I had a whole other stoppage point, and then there was a bit where I died and it put me back really far, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to record this part again. And so here we are. This time though, this is not quite where we started from. We'd just taken Larry to the scoop room. I got in a hand, wandered around for a bit trying to find our way back up. And I actually found it really quickly at the start of the next one. But I thought for this one, I would replay up to this point, and instead, let's take Larry to the other room and see what happens here. I've also dropped my desktop resolution. It just seems to run better at 4040. A lot better, so that should be kind of nice. We'll find out in the next area. It got really chunky in the next area at 4K. So Larry, here you go, Larry. We're gonna just... Last time we scooped you out like an oyster. I'm just gonna... Maybe we could shuck Larry this time. Just get in there. It's probably better that he's face down, to be honest, for this, because I don't think he'd like what was coming. He's like, I'm free! And then it's like, oh no! Wait. Did we get him out without killing him? Wow. We did. Oh, last time we just like ditched him in a hole and took his arm, but this time we've got a whole guy. Larry, you okay, buddy? Oh, Larry, you okay? You need help? I love him actually a little bit. He's quite cute in his own way. He reminds me of Ceaseless Discharge. Hey, buddy. He's doing a lot of writhing. Wow, it's a whole sequence. Live, Larry, live! Hey, he made it. Now what? You coming with me? We've got a friendo! So it is much quicker to cut his hand off, I think. But this is exciting. Larry, come with me! I gotta get you a present for being born. It's like a christening present kind of thing. Just come over here. Oh, Larry! Come on, man. I'll help you up here. I love that this is entirely different. I'm actually glad we had those crashes now, because this has given me a good reason to come back and see all this stuff I would have totally missed. Come on, Larry. Yeah, I did there, Larry. No, come on. No, just fingers together. There we go. And just... Life is pain! Larry, come on, man. It's just a cool glove. You'll be okay. I wonder what he thinks. I wonder if he thinks. Or if he just is. Okay, Larry. We need to go up this ramp over here, buddy. Oh, 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 careful now. Careful now. Careful now. Okay. You can do it. I believe in you. I know you just came out of an egg and it's tough. But Larry good. Larry strong. Larry helpful. Okay. I'm going to need you to stand here and operate this machine, okay, Larry? You know what a machine does, Larry? Here, buddy. I'll help you up. It's really interesting to me the way the character, he doesn't help Larry up, he grabs the part of him that is useful, the hand, and just shoves it where it needs to go. It's totally inhumane. Completely and utterly. Larry, you know what? You're good. Thank you for your help. You can get up anytime now. You just go wherever you want. It's fine. You're free. Nice. So this next area, we actually did quite a bit of it. And then it, I had a death. And it took me all the way back to the top of this lift shaft, and I had to do the whole thing again, which is why I was like, you know what? Screw that. But I guess for moment of truth, will the slightly lower screen resolution be enough to save us from the chunky frame rates that weren't affected by graphic settings at all? It just seemed to be, I think it's just DX12 running at 4K. It just doesn't like it in a lot of games. Like I should be able to run that. I don't know. I'll figure it out sometime. We enter this room with the weird alien egg things, the donkeys, like oil donkeys. This is like the more of a Giga section. Yeah, this was like really bad frame rates when I was in here before, so this is worth doing, I think. It just means that I've already done this puzzle, so. Although that's not a bad thing either. There was a point where there were 2 points where I was wandering around. This area is kind of symmetrical, and I didn't kind of realize that twice. So I was just walking around looking for things, and I was like, no, I've already been here. You haven't been here. It's just the same on the other side. If I was watching that, I would have been very frustrated, so. I like this thing. This thing's cool. Yeah. It's like the meaty alien equivalent of a valve. Again, I am just astounded at how much detail is in this every possible intersection. So we opened up this thing, and if we walk up here, we see it's like a spinal column almost. Looks like maybe it's like something we can get to, some kind of conduit. I don't know, but there's a concourse down here that we can't quite reach yet. So we're gonna have to open up a couple more doors, I think. So this is the part where I was like, have I been here already? And it was because of this, because I was blocked from going up the stairs on both sides. It was almost too symmetrical. But there is something we have to get before we can continue from around here. I'd wandered around for a bit and I was looking about and I was thinking, oh, there's a control panel up here, but there wasn't. Nevertheless, on leaving, I noticed this thing. This is weird living face thing. So I have like a health bar now, and on the right is a sort of ammo bar for this kind of jackhammer device. So I'm gonna use the benefit of hindsight here and set this puzzle up so I don't have to do it twice. I just woke up a bunch of these things. But we got another battery. I guess I'll call it a battery. So those things up there, let's go take a look at them real quick. This is what killed me. It's dumb, but this is what happened, right? They spew this kind of, what it looks like ice, like cooling mist or something. And you can get them, you can kill them. But I was trying to shoot one like that and it wasn't happening, so I tried to get in front of it and then it hit me a few times and then I died. And it put me all the way back to the start of this area. And so rather than me having to run through that gauntlet twice, I'll just set off both batteries now and do it once. And then we'll be back where I was. Just right around here. You see how I got confused? These are very, very similar. You know, I'm actually doing another stream. The day I'm recording this video is a Sunday, and I'll be doing a stream after this of Haunted PS1, which will be a nice change. But this is kind of why I wanted to do it this way. It's nice having a game to play on my own. Sometimes. I've been looking for something that I wanted to actually play on my own. And SCORN is just the right length that I'm willing to give some time to it. A lot of the time these days I struggle because like if I have a game I want to play on my own, I'll be playing it, I'll be like, I'd love to stream this though. You know? I guess I now associate the act of sort of recording the game with part of the joy that I get from playing it. It gives me an excuse to do some commentary and maybe have some back and forth with anyone who's talking about it too. So I just find it hard to play a game on my own now. It's always in the back of my mind, I could be streaming this. So by recording it directly to YouTube, I sort of circumvent that mental block a little bit, and then I can do things like this. That also means that you guys get more content because like I said, in the first one, I think I can just record a whole playthrough of a game in 1 hour segments directly to YouTube and schedule it to come out once every couple days. And it's a shorter video, which is a little bit more accessible because I know that a lot of people know, I don't get a ton of followers and stuff. I'm not really about that. I'm not super interested in that whole idea, but you know, it's not why I stream. But if people do want to watch my content and they don't want to watch a full 4-hour stream, it's nice for them to have access to a shorter video, I think. An hour is still quite long. I could even consider doing it in half-hour segments. But since this is like a 5-hour game, according to How Long to Beat, which is now handily integrated into Game Pass, it seemed like a good amount of streams just to test this out. Something that's bothered me about this game is after I took that death, I went to check, and I don't think I can make saves. I think I have to rely on the checkpoint system. So it stops you being able to sort of save scum your way through it, I guess, which is fine. But there are some parts of this, like this whole puzzle is not difficult. I took a stupid death, and then I had to do all of this all over again. And there's no sort of save button anywhere. So, quality of life change. I get that they don't want people like scumming their way through stuff, perhaps, but it would be a good quality of life change. And this is officially the furthest I've been in the game. So. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, that did... yeah, I actually didn't interact with this before. I had no idea that was happening. Oh man, there's like goo everywhere. We're covered in the slime. Oh no. Ah, gross. It's like meat slime. What? Hazardous occurrence unlocked. You know, I'm pretty sure I told Game Pass not to do achievement pop-ups at one point, but it just still does it anyway. You think they were watching those Atrium Carcerai ambient music videos, like dark ambience videos with the Shledderslav, how do I say that? With the, I have a note, Shledderslav Baczynski artwork. And they were like, yeah, our soundtrack should be that. Okay. My legs... Okay, I'm in like a cocoon. We're breaking out of the bone cocoon. Oh! Oh, it's like the Matrix. Oh, but bad. Oh no, shit. Ow. But we wake up, and we're still here. Who knows how long we were out either, because that's, you know, when consciousness is like that, huh? We could have been here for centuries. Just pull this thing out. There you go. Came out of one of these wool cocoons, and now we're out here. I was wondering if we get to see this landscape in play. This is cool. Like, we opened up that atrium and we were thinking, oh, we're going to go there, but then due to unexpected occurrences, we found ourselves in this wasteland. More like us. Desolate. I wondered if I should be putting my avatar on these videos, you know. I decided against it for this one. I did not want to cover up any of this. What is that? It makes great noises. Sometimes I've found that I have to just stand here and observe for a little while. Like with Larry. I can hear it. Something great and mechanical is moving. It looks like a ship. Perhaps there's a way through this way. Very, very atmospheric. What are these now? These look like beds or pods. It's like a crashed ship or something. I guess though I'd really trying to evoke that same feeling as some of Shadowstar's later paintings, where there is a lot of empty space. There's a lot of repeated small objects. There's this kind of idea of monumentalism about the paintings that I've seen, where there are things that are just impossibly big. A real sense of scale that it evokes. Kind of makes you think about how small some of the subjects in those paintings are compared to the world around them, I guess. And I feel like a lot of it is kind of metaphor just for almost industrialization, you know, like repetition and stuff like that. It's been a while since I looked at one of the paintings, but I am feeling a similar vibe. It makes me think of a factory line. Just people lining up for work or something like that. Which is a thing I've seen in a lot of animated media as well. Kind of wartime, post-wartime animated media, industrial depression kind of things. I won't read too much into his work without context, though. There's a pretty good look into it by, I think, Blind Dweller on YouTube. if I'm remembering the channel correctly. That could be a different one. There's a couple of art channels that I follow. I think they did one on Sherislav Bajinski. We wandered through this wasteland for a long time, and props to them, their environment people, really, for being able to guide us here with almost nothing. That's not easy to do. So now we find ourselves on another structure. Almost like a wasteland of crashed alien ships. We made it back here. Oh, is this where we were? There is a way up here. Didn't expect hand. Oh, I don't have my cool gun thing anymore either. Oh, great. Lizard. Doesn't seem to want to mess with me. What is this now? We'll have to come back to that one, I guess. So, scary games, by the way, let's talk about that for a sec. For me, I don't generally get frightened by games. It's not something I love. Sometimes, you know, it's like jump scares and stuff don't usually get me. Sometimes they do. Very rarely. Themes, gore, violence, things like that. There are certain things that are still kind of horrible that I don't like, but for the most part, all this stuff that we're seeing in here, just like meat and bones and, you know, body horror, it's just like, I'm fascinated by it, you know? There's definitely a sense of sort of existential dread about this place. But I'm not usually one to be taken in by horror games in that way. It's something that I wish, I try to suspend myself in a way that I wish I could be taken in by it a little more. Because I feel like I'm missing out a little bit, but it's just how it is, you know. I guess I'm just desensitized to a lot of this stuff. But going back to that point on dread, there is definitely, I find a lot of joy in just something that is like this, the atmosphere, the foreboding going back to that word monumentalism, it's just like these huge unknowable things, the atmosphere that it constructs, that's the stuff that I like being in places. I think certain things scare everyone. Scare may be the strong word. Certain things definitely get you excited. Then again, that's a whole different point I'll come back to. Like Mr. X, for example, like turning around to find Mr. X stomping up a corridor towards you in Resident Evil, that's always going to make me jump, right? There's no getting around that. So, but despite that, I'm not usually a fan of those games where you just have to kind of walk away from and hide from something all the time. Or things chasing you games, like Slender Man. I think that's more of a cliche trope thing for me, though. Like, I don't like it because it's just overdone. But Mr. X gave me a few jump scares in Resident Evil that I quite enjoyed. What is this now? But yeah, I guess what I was trying to make a point of is saying that I wish I could be taken in by the horror of it a little bit more, but the kind of, well, there is a level of dread about this whole atmosphere that I very much enjoy. There's no sort of horror in it, the mutilation and things like that for me. Seen too much of it. Grew up playing video games. And I also want to stress, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't get scared by games. You know, big balls over here. I just want to say that I kind of wish that I did a little more, so I could experience this in a different way. I think my curiosity is stronger than anticipation of trespassing into the unknown in a game as well, because there is that disconnect. This isn't real life after all. I could pull that back to things like Silent Hill 2, where I was like, you know what? Things are going to be chasing me whether I like it or not. I might as well just walk through them all now. So... Wait, where did my egg go? Oh, I guess I ran out of time. Okay, this is, let's concentrate for a sec. So we put our new doohickey in there. And then it goes away. So we'll come back to that. I guess I need something to stop that from happening. Oh, that looks like Onion Bro. Holding a lift. Onion Bro's gonna get us up there. Let's go. I quite like this device, the kind of sinew. You pull on the muscle bit and it goes out. That's kind of fun. When we played the Blackout Club, the first time I did the tutorial bit on that, where it blinds you and then you see the shape looking for you, but then when you get your sight back, the shape is gone, but you know it's still around. That was good. That was kind of like the Mr. X thing, except it was invisible. I think generally being followed by... It's not being chased by invisible things and then suddenly they've caught you. That I like, because that's kind of the Slender Man thing, and that just annoys me. But I think thinking back to games like Amnesia, And that one time in Blackout Clip, if I was to find something that did scare me, I think it would be to be chased by an enemy that you know is there, that shows signs that it's coming at you, you know, like it's knocking over things or stepping in water, but you cannot harm it. And you cannot see it. And you just have to hope that you can get past it without it catching you, kind of thing. That's the stuff that gets me excited in games. And I said I'd come back to this point, but it's a little aphorism I like to use, which is that fear and excitement are exactly the same thing. It's all about how you frame it in your mind. What are we doing here? Oh, weird. Oh, it's like a bridge. We're going over here now? Okay, that's fun. It's like an airport. It's a terminal bridge. Weird. Okay. And the things that scare me in real life. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of heights, to be honest, but that's more because it's not helped by the fact that I am heavier on the top than on the bottom. I'm a little ungainly, my balance is all over the place. Like, if anyone's gonna fall off something, it's gonna be me, right? So I don't generally like being on the precipice. When I was a kid, I went to see The Secret Garden, and there's a scene right at the start that gave me a pathological fear of being crushed by things, I guess. That's a way I would not want to go. It's the sort of thing whenever I see that shit in a horror movie, that's the stuff that makes my skin crawl, kind of thing. I also don't like things like where people knock teeth out and things like that. That makes me cringe. Blech. Thinking about Old Boy now, and I'm just like, ugh, hate that shit. I don't mind the dark so much. I spend most of my time wandering around in the dark, to be fair. Right, this thing, we're gonna stop this thing. How? I'm gonna yank this out. What? Cool. We did it. Ah! Gross. Ew. Get off me. Hello, it's got like a brain mouth. Weird. Wait, hug? Wait, no, that's mine. Oh, is that my gun now? Oh, okay. That lizard, like, grabbed onto me and embedded itself in me, and now it's my gun. I think. Or was it my gun all along? Did it come back to find me like a lost dog? That's kind of cute, actually. Okay. It's okay, buddy. Well, I already used Larry. What's this called? What's my gun called? Delilah? No, I used that one once already. I gotta get another one. It's got like a face on it. It's kind of a lizard. I'll call it Lizzie. Why not? I got no qualms with that. I know it's really banal. Larry and Lizzie. How about Poppy? Because it goes pop. Okay, Larry and Poppy. Poppy the gun. Poppy Poppy muff. This is going rather well, isn't it? Where am I going? Oh, this is new. Okay. I like the way that you can get completely lost in these small areas, but usually find your way around to something that helps you progress. Nice puzzle. Different. Same idea, different execution. Okay, what did that do though? Maybe it unlocked that shell thing. Oh yeah, I lost this because of the reset. I was like reborn and all my cool stuff was taken away. But I got Poppy back. Got my hand thing back. And we're back here. Still don't have what it takes to get through that door. I think we can go up and try the airport bridges again, maybe? Let's see if my suspicion was correct. Did it unlock this carapace looking thing? Don't suspect that it did. Blip. That's fine. Go back to this section. It's remarkably well designed, these areas. Okay, we did the middle one. Let's do the left one. The sound is a really good cue. Right, something else attached to this went off. Okay, that's good. Can we progress? Oh, we can. We go in this thing. There's a guy. One of Larry's cousins, maybe. Oh god, I have no idea what's going on here. We're just purging. Ah. I'm going to assume that that was the third bridge and that we couldn't access it because it was covered in stuff. Okay. And we just used the alien acid to get rid of it. Nice. Let's go back and take that next bridge. So it was from there, I think. And we had the left one, the middle one, and the right one. And I think that's where we've already been, actually. We should just go to the one we cleared out. That would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Okay, we've arrived here. That's the lizard room. I dread to think what will occur when we activate this thing, but let's do it anyway. Ah, another variant. Hide part of it. That's gotta be tough if you are hard of hearing. Alright, let's make our way back now. We've activated 3 of these things. I don't really know what that has achieved. Those we'll find out. Oh, we've unlocked all the other pods. I get it. Nice. Okay, I understand. It doesn't come back out, huh? Okay, yeah. So I need this one to go in here, this one to go in here, this one to go in here, and this one to go in here. I was overthinking it. That's cool. Pretty much everything in this game so far, I look at it and I'm like, that's cool. What does this do? It's got like a spider in it. Oh, it's like a face hugger hidden in there or something. Whoa, hey, the new thing. Sure. Hey, buddy. Oh, is this an actual... enemy? Are you okay? Is this Larry 2.0? Hatched and promptly stopped moving. Oh, you know what? Poppy's holding the weird bug thing now. With a spare hand. Well, ain't that nice? Okay, let's go and open the one door I know I can open with this thing. And then I think that'll be it for part 2. Seems like a good place to end it, doesn't it? Just before I forget where I was, I think it was up here. And then straight across. Maybe it wasn't this one. There was a place where I know there was one of those doors. Ah, I know where it was. We didn't need to go over that bridge at all, did we? We had to stay down the bottom. I'm gonna get lost in here. This is the one with all the bodies in it, the last one I did, so I don't think it'll be this either. I think it's the first green one. I really should have left myself more clues. I mean, I did paint it green. It's just didn't even realize. Okay. Fine. Go back down. Hey. It's just up here. Alright, ready? I feel like this is going to take us back into... Yep, this is the first area again, isn't it? I feel like this bar is familiar. Yeah. But this isn't the same ship we started on. I think this is a different ship. Similar design. Nice. Oh, ow. Stop that. Poppy just had to tighten their hug, but they took a chunk of my health out in doing so. But you know what? I'm going to stop it right here. I think this is a good place, and I'll be back in the future with a part 3. Stay tuned. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. Video. I gotta get used to calling it a video. And yeah, thanks for coming along. SCORN, everyone. Till next time.